Civilization is a vulnerable thing, a whim of circumstance. At any time, the smallest flap of a butterfly's wings may set Haran, an entire city wiped from the map. Those left behind there did not stand a chance. The world's greatest minds came together and found a vaccine against the Haran virus. Finally, mankind had prevailed against the disease. But people always want more. Despite a promise to shutter its labs, the GRE continued its research in secrecy for military purposes. It didn't take long for a variant of THV to escape into the world once more. The fall happened more rapidly than anyone could have predicted. The few who survived now live in small enclaves. The only means of contact between distant human settlements are lone individuals, brave or desperate enough to travel on their own across dangerous wastelands. They are known as pilgrims. Somewhere on the map, one city is still standing. A city isolated from the outside world. A city with special rules. Now, it's the last bastion of humanity. A chance for us to learn from history. And for once, make the right choices. Because every choice you make here shapes the future. Irreversibly.
Isn't that beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't that it? I like commercials. Isn't that just... that's a good commercial. I like commercials. I'm going to play through this for about an hour. Try to get past the part where you play by yourself. You know? Your comment goes against our community guideline. It was funny though. Okay, so there was this lady. I told her no. So it was on Instagram, and she had this little ball where she made all these little fucking rainbow colors in there and shit, right? And she took a knife and cut them open, and she was like, shh. And I was like, man, look. I was gonna say, oh God, I'd love to cut you open like that, but then I realized how I would be the only person to find it funny. You know? Just like, because I just imagine the motherfucker getting cut open in his colors. So all these different types of colors just coming out of a person and shit. But I thought, you know, I don't know. That's just my sense of humor. I thought that she would find it funny. I was going to say, oh man, I'd love to cut you open like that, but then I realized it was only funny to me. I'm really not a serial killer. All right. Okay, you're right. You're right, Instagram. You're right. Even if you didn't mean to offend, our guidelines encourage people to express themselves in a way that's respectful to everyone. Everyone. That shit still was funny, and I had to say it. I also told a woman that I was like, I'm Imhotep, and I was like, Anas Namun. I said that I would suck every orifice on her body until she looked like a mummy. She didn't complain though. She fine, nigga. She looked just like Anas Namun. I was like, you know, whatever. Just get over it, bro. I'll get banned. I'll probably get blocked and shit. Like, you know, okay, this is what I'll be doing. I'll be having to temperament, taper off myself and bring both areas right here, grounded wise, so that, you know, it's more appealing to everyone, but then I can still go this way and then go that way. So I get really light sometimes, and then I can get really dark sometimes, just like that. But I got to find a balance in between the two, which that sounds like bipolarism, but it's not. It's really just me being both light and dark. I'm like a fucking... See? Two-Face. Okay, so you done it. David Copperfield. David Copperfield. All right, adjust the brightness setting for your display until the symbol to the left is barely visible. Sure. Barely visible. I think that's barely right there. Oof. My chest. Had a heart attack or just happy to see me? That's if I work for the EMS, I guess. Note. Refunds. Uh-oh. Got some changes going on in my cybernetics. My cybernetics. Nah. Something strange is happening in the city. The survivors sighted new, terrifying monsters. Some say they resemble a goon. But unlike those we know, an abnormal mutation created 3 additional types of elemental breeds. Examine the root of the problem and take care of it before anyone gets seriously hurt. Look west. Something big has been here. It's now available in the journal for all players who finish the quest, The Only Way Out. Check it out now. And receive the special weapon Goon Smasher as a reward. And you will find in your stash, after completing the series of objectives, holes are pretty cool. Of course. A more challenging experience created with dying veterans in mind. Eminem are enemies, are a serious threat for the start. Eminem's a serious, that holds true too. Dealing more damage and adapting to player tactics with greater efficiency. Resource management is key. Merch itself for fewer craft parts and harder to find rare items during exploration. That's a good arm. I'm working on the rest of them. I'm just working on all of that shit at one time. I'm doing it fast though. You know you drop weight off real fast and your skin be like, you gotta tighten that shit up too. Make this shit a little easy, don't it? 2 shots in your cardiac. Terrorists on the knee, body booming out my car face. Different checks and kiwi, don't even a tear boss face. That's for talking greasy, homie. Yeah, I've been getting way more inspired to make my music and shit. Right? I've been inspiring myself this entire time, but now I'm like, you know, you gotta work that shit. You don't want to know. You don't want to know, man. Come on, let's go! adjustments. Some obvious adjustments. No head pop reduction. Health bar humans off. Health bar infected off. Awakening bars. Awakening bars are displayed below the infected sleeping in the dark zone. Below the infected sleeping in a dark zone. No, we don't want to know all that shit. Immunity timer. Indicates your infection progress during the night or inside the dark zone. I'll just have to wait until, no, I don't want none of that shit. None of it. Player health bar. You should know when you fucked up, right? You have indicators. Should just radar. Yeah, we better play this shit like Ghost Recon. Nothing. You better pay attention. Or you're dead. Radar is displayed in the top center of the HUD. It indicates the nearby activities and objectives and the current location type. Safe zone, quest area, dangerous area, UV light, on. Option is highly recommended for the first playthrough. No. Can I just put it up on a watch on my fucking arm or something? Like GoldenEye? XP game, no. Radar is displayed in the top center of the HUD. Top center of the HUD, okay. It indicates the nearby activities and objectives and the current location type. Is that necessary? Can I just pull up the map? Alright, we'll leave it on for now. For now. Stick sensitivity. Let's go with 15. Dead zone. I'm gonna go with 0. Auto aim, fuck no. Auto aim melee weapons, no. So I can swing them around. Get better, invert paraglide controls. Probably, yeah. Expert grappling hook controls. Defines which control will be used for the grappling hook. If expert control is set to on, the grappling hook can be used without equipping by pressing L1 plus R1 even midair. Oh. Oh, no. Amortizer? I never heard that. Amortizer. Amortizer landing assist defines that the game will help the player land in the amortizers placed in the environment. What is a fucking amortizer? Auto ledge grab defines that the game will automatically grab ledges when the player jumps at one. If it doesn't automatically do it, then how do I do it? Edge fall assist defines that the game will automatically save the player from falling when stepping off a surface without looking. No. Auto, that'd be fun, isn't it? Oh my god, I'm in the middle talking shit, not paying attention. You know, auto ledge grab. I think I'll leave that on. Online mode. Game type, public. Find who will be able to connect to your game online. Call for help, search and rescue. Sets the game to automatically look for other sessions using the call for help option. That's interesting. This must be a lot better than the first one. Alright, let's see.
Woohoo! You still got it!
You know, this game used to be more fun.
And you used to be younger.
And dumber.
What matters is, you're still just as fast. Because a slow pilgrim is
Yeah,
a dead
pilgrim. Yeah, I know.
Get up here. I want to show you something.
Fists away. Oh, okay. Fucking him.
Shit, man. You're still strong.
Oh, I gotta be able to change my character, right? Like a fucking Middle Earthling. I like that though. Hops.
Thanks. It's good to see you, Spike. I mean, how long has it been?
Far too long. But don't get all mushy on me now. Come, I want to show you something.
Morgan Freeman.
Where we going?
You'll see. It's incredible.
What's incredible?
Most pilgrims don't last 2-3 years on the road. You've been kicking around for what? 4 years now? And you're still alive.
So are you.
I know, but I'm fucking awesome.
5.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Seriously, I wish I had as much energy as you. Got a new lead on Jane?
Nah, trail went cold after New Paris.
Which route did you take? Through Baines or Gary?
Baines. What a shithole. Some 5 rickety huts left and a ramshackle fence.
Look at that. A beehive full of honey. Can't let an opportunity like this go to waste.
No way.
Oh, look around. If we're lucky, there's chamomile growing here too.
I got honey. I'd rather have crouches, the R3, and that sense is, can I change that? I can't change the settings, huh? I must not be expected to crouch much. Film grain. Film grain is off. No, I'm cool with that. There's already a whole lot going on in whatever LED screen is on this headset, because I'm assuming that's just kind of gel because energy passes through it. Makes weird shapes and shit. Like instructing salt. Expel, extract, disintegrate, absorb. And then place it in the 4 corners of the corners of the house in order to absorb the negative energy that moves around. But fear not if it makes odd shapes that may scare you sometimes. You know, I gotta remember that lady's name, man. I know her name. I think it starts with a C. I'm trying, but like my fucking, she was teaching me all kinds of stuff, and then it got like erased, like all of like the when I'm gonna go download the app, the fucking caller, like video chat with her and all that stuff. The history was gone. So I have to go back and track through everything in order to get a hold of, you know what I'm saying? That's just fucked up. But You know how I work. But like, if you think about somebody like this, like right now, like I can just think about an image of them or whatever, whatnot, and then like send in signals and stuff. Oh, the human being is dope. I love humans, especially eating them. I love eating humans. Oh, trusted me. It's like the giant Mickey Mouse holding that baby. Subtitles. That's a DTE. Oh, I don't need no money. You know what you see versus what's actually there and shit. And compared to, Deep Dream, etc. Mental integration components paired with nanotechnology lacing the epidermis and the signals being passed through the whatever the fucking this they got going on. Creating the denser mental images for interaction with the imagination, but more vivid display behind the mind's eye, and perhaps you add an extra level of barrier, or fear barrier, so that you are afraid of what you may or may not see, but you may or may not see lots of things, Doesn't necessarily mean they're actually true things, which is why you have to focus your energies and be more transparent. See, it says transparent right there? And then you filter all those things out, and then the things that you not necessarily want to see, but, be more open to filtering those things instead of what you fear and then what you want. I'll say what you want, but or you want to guide yourself. And then you do that, and then, well, this is what's working for me as far as like my energy and like as far as positivity is concerned. So I can utilize my negative energies for the purposes of acting or channeling my aggression into certain instances, both exercise, training, video games, and things like that. So I can talk crazy in a motherfucker, and then, but as far as like the way I carry myself in public, it's a different thing. I made it about me. What I meant was, being afraid of seeing things that you already know to be true. Kind of, sort of, because of belief and hope you have in other people, right? Don't matter. Though I think that's the fear. It's like that, but that's also control. So I'm trying to learn. It's also the lack of being able to admit you're wrong, or could be. She's like trying to hold on to that you know better, you're right about something, and also being like, I could be wrong about the instance, not the feeling. That's why I like what Terrence Howard said. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm right. I couldn't be right all along, so I'm still right. And you're still right about the feeling. But that could be an internal thing. But people make you feel that way too. So, God damn it. My eyes go tired again. What is that? What is that? Who is that? It's like a little eyeball. Evil eye? I just stare at that shit until they're like, the fuck I thought. That's what I played. Like a dome around him. He'd be like, ah! I'm like, shut the fuck up. I just do all kind of shit to him. They like the interaction though, kind of sort of, because it helps them like whatever the fuck. But then they have to like acclimate to that, shit like that, and it makes it uncomfortable for them. You see what I'm saying? But you start to be able to read in between the intentions of that shit. And it makes this like weird, like buzz feeling and shit, right? To make you irritable, to make you feel like you don't. Nigga. What I say? You don't know me. I'd be like just one time. I know I told you about this, right? Just one time, this girl, she could sit. Well, I don't know how to feel about these people, sometimes, because we was outside. She was standing next to this other guy. We was on our way to this motel, right? And don't tell anybody I said this, but I could hear her. No matter we was all high as fuck. But I had heard before we even left wherever we was at. My man was drawing. He asked me what did I want him to paint, and I was like, Memento Mori, a soldier that walks and his arm is falling off in the desert, and he keeps walking until he's dead, which could be forever, right? So he's painting this picture and shit, and we were getting ready to go to this motel room and shit like that. But I already could like see what was getting ready to happen in the back of my mind, like I'm finna run into somebody on the train and so on and so on and so on and forth, right? I already knew. I could see it, like. But then, and then I didn't know where it was it came from, but there was a guy sitting down talking to me. He wasn't saying anything. He was thinking to himself, and I could hear this motherfucker. And then the girl was like, "This is gonna be fun." And I wasn't sure if that was necessarily her or what was attached to it, but I could hear it. Like, we're about to see what the fuck happens here. That's when I told you about the demon that was actually sitting on the light rail. It was actually sitting there. It was completely black. It was like a woman. It was sitting there like. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah. See, these are the things that I don't say out loud. So when people are interacting with me and shit, they think I give them like little freebies like that. Like, nigga, you parking the wrong fucking tree. I'll be up here like this. I'll be looking like Hugh Jackman in the fountain, nigga. Watching it all. No, you know, and then like, they do weird shit and shit, right? I'll be like, I ask them, but like, I'll be honest and I'll ask them, what's that about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They look shocked, and they continue to play. I'm like, all right, well, we'll see where this goes. I just gave you you're out. I just gave you your opening and shit like that in order for you to commute, because, and you know how when you recognize what's going on around spiritually and shit, it's like, there you go. So when you recognize what's going on around you spiritually, it's like connecting with your higher self in order to have that foresight, right? But already having the foresight, like when you first walk into, let's say you go somewhere, you know what your purpose is when you go there. It may be very low in the background, like it's always back there and it's like that. You know this already, but you almost entertain it like it's fantasy, but you know it. Like, okay, like man. And I say, ketchup, mustard. Until you're like, no more freebies. That should be funny though. Did you learn something? I did. But yeah, don't mistake this for lack of humility though, because I still don't know nothing. But I knew that. Like, I'm not, you know, when I think about it, after I think about all that, and I'm like, damn, I be knowing this shit already the whole time. I be seeing it. Like, I be like, it must be more important or higher up than I think I am, right? Which means I still doubt myself. So you can find comfort in that.
What's wrong?
For the demons
You look
out
like
there.
you're doing this for the first time.
Man. Hi. Shake his hand and shit. What am I doing? Oh, Camille.
If you're testing my patience, friend, you're doing really well.
Oh, man. That's what I'm here for. Spot for it to grow.
Yeah, this'll do.
You remember that old herbalist we helped escort to her village?
Oh, yeah, the one that had that saying, remember, are gifts that keep giving.
Combine them, and lucky you just might go on living. Come on, we're almost there. This is it. Come on.
Oh man, this game will be fun as hell. I hope. More mechanics like, see, a Last of Us game should be like this. You could be like,
wow.
I want to meet other people who are cool as fuck.
Somebody had a nice crib.
Leave a fucking
Damn it,
a note
locked.
and roll it up and
I'll try
stick
to
it
get through
somewhere
here.
for you, like,
You check
right
the
in
other
there,
side.
smart enough to look
Take
right there,
anything
like,
we could use.
Yeah, sure.
you know, because the wrong person wouldn't look there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that actually needed to look there would be like, of course, you know, some motherfucker who knows that would be like,
Look, we're not getting in this way, so find us another entrance already.
an obvious place. They're like, oh shit, that'd be just what you need. Like, here's a lockpick. I made this for you. Here's a granola bar. And, you know, another piece of paper for you to write on. I might stop back by here or somebody else, you know? Leave something, take something. Yeah, that kind of system going on. That's how you would join a clan. Not like a clan, you know, necessarily, but that's how you would join a clan. Like, you would kind of like become a part of a group by being that type of gamer and shit like that, and that's what, you know, to be a part of. Like, you add it to that, you know what I'm saying? So then we could actually message each other and shit that way. What? It wouldn't be super secret or nothing like that, but it would be like, you know. Now to your purpose.
Go and find us a way in. You can't expect me to hold your hand all the time.
Can't be taken in. My lord.
And you may be said as your intended son.
My lord. What'd you say, Rob? I'm sorry, I was... What'd you say? Oh, but look, I do keep in mind that there's all, you know, sign of the times, yeah. So it could be what was around everybody. Dog, there's some really wicked shit out here, and it does that. Like, be out here like, yo. So you don't know what they do, like real shit. So then, like, you know, it'd be other things, man. So if you can't see or you can't hear, you know, properly, they say half what you see, none of what you hear. You know what I'm saying? Always keep that shit in mind before it makes you act differently or act, you know, or mistreat people or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to use your eyes. You know, it's good, or use all these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have to. You know, you can use your heart and, you know, your gut and all that shit too, but those things can lie to you too, especially if you put bad food in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be eating. That's why I like. That's why I
Open sesame.
want to eat
See,
like that no more.
that didn't work. So go find us a way in.
Well, but no, I need to clean my intestines out and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Parasites, all these things, that, intelligent parasites, things that change the way you feel, and that have your gut lying to you, and then, you know, you'll follow your gut, and that shit will be wrong, bro. You know, especially with shit in your body, drugs and all that stuff. Like, nigga, like, I'm not saying that I wouldn't do drugs. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I don't currently any kind of weed. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't. Well, I might do some mushrooms and shit, but I gotta make sure that my mind is completely where I want it to be before I start fucking. And you gotta trust where you're getting that kind of shit from. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the motherfuckers. There's two versions of everything. or more. You know what I'm saying? You got telepathy, you got false telepathy, you got synthetic telepathy, you know what I'm saying? You got things that move in between people that share information and shit, and but only the wrong information or bad information intentionally. That type of shit. Be aware if you're gonna be aware, nigga. It's dark as fuck in here. I'm gonna like this game. Got a motherfucker running around like, I'm psychic! Shut the fuck up. No, you're not. I had a motherfucker sit in front of me and look at me and then try to tell me something like, I'm psychic, really. And they were telling me some shit, and I'm like, bro, that's not true at all. But they really believed it. I was like, no. That's like a doppelganger version of me you talking about. That's not true at all. It was a girl. That's not true, bro. Like, no, like you know, so, like, no, we having niggas' ears and everybody on something. I'm not knocking niggas for doing whatever they do. I might even partake with you, depending on what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? But, dog, just know what the fuck you're doing. And the more you do this type of things, the more aware you become, the more responsibility you have. So you got to be fucking careful. I'm just saying. Overindulgence in anything is dangerous than a motherfucker. All of them. Especially shit like sex, yo. That ain't no joke. The snake. I heard somebody say, somebody being a spirit or something, I don't know. But it was like it came through the fucking the game, or whatever I was at the time, and it said, I ate the snake and I paid for it. Is that a saying somewhere? Whoever that was trying to give a warning. But I guess they expected me to say it at the time. I think I might have said it. But, you know, that's just wild. I'll be careful when I hear shit like that, or you know what I'm saying? Or it's like, sometimes it appears as thought. Like, it's like, huh. But you gotta be conscious enough to know the difference. So it's like, That's why I focus. I practice, nigga, so I can get better image of what's going on. Oh, that's computer shit. That's AI shit. That's spirit shit. That's entity shit. That's dark shit. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Nigga, I'm creating a bestiary, motherfucker. That's what I be doing. Some honesty for your ass. Log and all that shit. You know. Not to say all my shit's correct, but you know, but it's only for the benefit. It's only for the benefit of myself and the people around me, or anybody I connect with. Like, no, nigga. I mean, hey, that's how you feel about it. No, and you know what? I'm not gonna talk to you about it if you don't want to talk about that kind of shit. But nigga, I'll interact with you how I interact with you. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be fucked up though. You know. But I ain't know, a candle or something. Also, you want to be careful what you do with wrong people, or especially when it comes to bribing things, because of the intentions of the people who provide them for you. You ever made a drug dealer who be like, well, you got something. And then a motherfucker be like, hey, this, that's a demon. I'm just letting you know. You ever met a motherfucker like that? I have. I bet motherfuckers who like, yo, you know? But, you know, depending on where your head is at. See, I've never actually been a nigga that would, certain things I just won't touch. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying, heroin and all that shit. I would have never, even when I did sell drugs, you know what I'm saying, I would have never, I'm not selling nobody that shit. I knew that I come from a place where if you smoke crack, you would get killed. You know what I'm saying? You got disowned or you got killed. If you was functioning and you was in a group of people and that's what you was doing, they killed your ass. So, people forget about that. You know? Somebody like, yup. but I don't want to get too far into that because it's going to change. You know, you start bringing those memories in, but I gotta be on like in a movie like Paid in Full and shit, and I can think like that. But I need this.
Empty.
Damn it. That's where I came in at. You know, so I want you to keep all that shit in mind when people give you stuff. And start talking when people drink. Niggas try to get you drunk so they can fall, all that kind of shit. You know, I tend to talk to women a lot because y'all seem to, y'all are intelligent, but y'all don't understand the uses that, what you think you're being used for and the uses that motherfuckers actually have for you be different. You know what I'm saying? And it's destroying you in the process. Like straight up. But you're the giver of life and shit. Like, so you should be smarter than that. So I'll be trying to educate them as much as I possibly can from where I stand. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are stupid enough to think of it softly. Like, no, bro. I'll destroy you too, bitch. But I mean, really though. I mean, like, you know, because if you want to be that guy, nah. But I've never met a woman like that. I've met women that tried, but they know when to run. That's just real shit. You know, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Especially when they trying to set you up and all that kind of stuff. Like, listen, I don't know who sent you. You should leave now so you go back so you can return home. You know. See, that's what I mean. Fuck it. No, but I mean that. Now, I can't say I've never hit a woman, because no, I have never hit a woman. Like, not really, not trying to. But I did punch my little sister in the forehead for cutting up my shoes. She drew them out in my brand new Air Force Ones and then showed them to me. Hey, look. Fuck. Bow! Just like, right in the forehead. And then I was laying on the bed one time and shit. And this broad I was fucking with got up behind me, and I was like, we was arguing and shit. And, like, probably just sucking dick or something like that. And she got up in my ear and was like, yeah, I sucked 5 dicks. And then I came home and I kissed you. And I was like, wow! My hand flew. Like, her heart was broken. How? Fuck you mean? She threw a beer at me. And that shit flipped upside down and landed right on my pillow. And it was like, all the beer. I should have had more restraints like that, but my hand just leapt the fuck out. And she was that way. He caught her. Bah! I can't believe you did that. Like, that's the only time. That's the only time. I'm pretty sure that's the only time. I can't remember the other times. So if a bitch ever told you I beat her up, she's lying to you. Trust me. I don't hit women. Although I wanted to. I wanted to beat the shit out of a woman before. Right? Kill your ass. Ain't no way out of this room. I'm trapped. You gotta think about what it takes for a person to talk that way to people. I don't even think that they think that you soft or think that you're not capable. Because if anybody knows anything, I mean that anybody is capable of anything, right? Smart. You know, I don't even think it's some of them probably stupid, and their ego and their pride and whatever they got attached to them or a demon is in their ear telling them, you know, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's telling them that they're invincible. You know, they're getting them in trouble. But I think it's more like a sadness thing. Like you, like it's almost like you don't care. You should care a little bit. I think everybody don't care until you're in that situation. You know, I don't think nobody want to be in that situation. I don't feel like that. That's some scary ass, hopeless, helpless shit, I believe. Think about it. Like you know what time it is. Tool time! How the fuck do I get out of here? Is that setting the mood right? It's kind of, it's not zombie eerie, but hey, that right there though, right there. It's a damn bag in here. Oh yeah.
Party. But by then the GRE would have long since lost control of the virus.
No. I like that.
Nothing here.
I've already have a key in here. Oh. What does that mean, man? Guess let me press circle, man.
What the?
Hey, everything all right?
Yeah, just rats.
I think it's time we parted ways.
Why?
I'm starting to worry about you. And you know our saying. If you're starting to worry about someone, it means it's time to go.
Yeah, well.
I wonder how the wine tasted back then. Who do you voodoo? Sounds familiar. And that's what they called art?
what I was gonna say is too, but at the same time, you know, I also, like I said, paying attention to people's behaviors and shit, right? And I'll notice things like I said, listening, like somebody sitting there talking like about on this shit, their phone, but they're not actually on the phone with nobody. They're listening to the white noise in between the audio that they're listening to and shit like that. They don't even know what they're listening to. I don't know if motherfuckers taking directions from shit or not, which some make a believe what the fuck you want, look crazy if you want, but trust what the fuck I just said. You won't be surprised if you see somebody doing that shit in your life. But I'll be sitting there like, McDonald's. You know what I mean? What? None. Be careful when you come around with that bullshit. You get fucked up. We're like, what's going on here? Playing dumb. What's with the sword? What sword? What sword? Yeah, right, yeah. Come around me with that bullshit, nigga. You're gonna be synced out, found out very quickly every time. Doesn't matter what you wear. You know? Awareness, motherfucker. Playing with niggas. You can't afford to tell people shit like that, because nigga, you be done got. And the fact that I know a little bit about that shit, you know what I'm saying? And if I don't tell you, I can't do that to you. So, nigga, yeah, fuck all that. Now, we can call it whatever you want to call it, it's like that, because you got digital demons and shit, too. So, motherfuckers like to play games. Like, the digital demons just say is this. It's a motherfucker on the metaverse. Could be a nigga on Facebook somewhere who bought shares into it, who got extra information and knows how to play games. Sending signals and shit. They study all that shit, bro. You know? Somebody just don't like you because of who you are. You don't have to have done something wrong to somebody for them not to fucking like you or want to fuck with you. And if you dumb enough to look at somebody else who will look at you and try to tell you that shit and write it off, then I guess you deserve whatever the fuck it is you get. You dig what I'm saying? Ignorance is not the same as innocence.
Nada. Zip.
I like when you found out how unignorant I am for real. It gets worse. What? Nothing. Why like you're getting bigger? Bigger. Honey. It's funny. So looking like fucking Hulk Hogan. What? Hiding place. You're right. Hey, this is sweet. I ain't even know. Don't go out there. Fucking. It's outside? Yeah. God damn it. Psh, breaks glass table. Don't go out there. Yeah, man. I'm like you, that's why I'm here. But the system to waking people up is ridiculous. So you gotta be thankful for that. Because you'd be kind of like half asleep. Especially when you start thinking you're awake, just remember you're still asleep. That's how I be feeling. Like, no, nigga, I'm knocked the fuck out right now. I'm just gonna say, not even a little bit am I awake. You gotta remember, like, there's a bunch of different dimensions and planes and shit, right? Motherfuckers got cards. and all kinds of shit. So like, you got to keep all that shit in mind. Like, just imagine, just think about tarot cards and what they represent, and the fact that they I'm not sure what they use for other people, but to me, they seem like a system of control, like to create manifestation and shit like that. And let's say whoever the reader is manipulative, then you're invoking other shit and giving people permissions and shit to send your stuff in a certain direction, and or give you certain inclinations so that you start to manifest whatever the fuck it is the inclination was given to you by their perceptions or lack thereof for their understanding of what it is they're doing in the first place. They might not have a keen sense of understanding of everything they're doing in the first place. They might be just beginning and shit, and that's dangerous. Because now you're listening to somebody who don't know what the fuck they're doing, which is why I say don't follow me, nigga, but I'm just giving you my opinion. You know?